the first state to legalize abortion in case of rape or incest was Colorado in 1967. Hawaii followed in 1970. We can reasonably assume that there were abortions before then. So if we went back to a world where abortion was illegal, how would we deal with the black market? What do you think positive or negative consequences would be of an increased amount of illegal abortions? And would we prosecute both the mother and the doctor, or just one? How would we handle it?
So first of all, I see that you're, so I appreciate you coming tonight. Really, it's good of you to come and have a discussion. Now,
speaker, or you're a very eloquent speaker.
Well, that's very nice of you. So the answer to the question is that there's no major pro-life voice in America who advocates for prosecuting the mother. The reason that people don't advocate for prosecuting the mother is, number one, because it is counterproductive, because your goal is to convince women that they shouldn't abort their babies, not to threaten them with punishment. You want them to make the moral choice. You want to, basically, honey is going to win people over more than vinegar. But beyond that, I think that there is a real problem of mens rea, meaning that when you're talking about intent to commit a crime, you actually have to have an intent to commit the crime. So if I'm going to commit homicide upon you, then I have to know that you are a human being, for example. I think that a lot of women have been made to believe, for wrong reasons, that what they are killing is not actually a human being, and so they lack the requisite mens rea for a homicide charge, even if you were to try and game it out legally. Mostly what people on the pro-life side have talked about is prosecuting abortion doctors who make an actual business out of aborting babies. As to the increase in illegal abortions, I would assume there would be an increase in illegal abortions because all abortions would be illegal. And just logically speaking, anytime you make something illegal that occurs, there will be more illegal instances of that thing happening. And I'm sure that, when slavery was legal, then, it was legal. That didn't make it either moral, decent, or right. Once it was made illegal, then I'm sure that everyone who was holding a slave was in violation of the law. So I guess there were more illegal holdings of slaves after we made slavery illegal. But there was less absolute slavery, which is the actual goal. Yeah, you can ask a follow-up, that's fine. That's fine.
An illegal holding of the slave, illegally holding a slave doesn't kill the slave and doesn't possibly kill the mother.
I don't think you want to go down the road where you're justifying slavery.
I'm not justifying slavery. I'm not justifying slavery. I'm saying that the fact that something increases when you make it illegal is
the illegal activity the absolute level of the activity decreases, but what's left is going to be illegal just by logical necessity.
When the illegal activity that's left is very, very dangerous, is that a good argument? Do you think that's a good argument or not a good argument?
Yes, if I have to wait, let's say that you make abortion illegal and there are 1 million abortions a year in the United States, and let's say at the high end, there are still 50,000 illegal abortions in the United States, but all the rest go to term. Okay, let's say that that's the case, because it's going to be hard to actually get an abortion if it's made illegal. Let's say there's still 50,000. You just saved 950,000 lives. That is a massive net win, obviously.